All right, we got a 1989 Dodge D350 dually. Gonna do an oil change here. It's not too hard. Watch a bunch of YouTube videos and how, like I did. So 15W40. Got, I have 4 gallons here. Funnel, you're gonna need that. Some sockets here. I already checked for my underneath for the drain plug, and it'll take this 11/16, but I believe they said it's 17 millimeter. So 17 millimeter for everybody here. And this is, you're gonna need some wrenches here to take off your air intake here to your turbo. This is a 7/16 right on here. Unscrew this, loosen this. This end will work too. I already went ahead and loosened this, so it's ready to take off here. So you just get it here. I got gloves, I'm gonna put those on. Just wiggle it loose. I guess I can show you here real quick if I can have this camera fall here without having it fall. There we go. See if it falls. Let me put my gloves on here. And here we go. So take your 7/16 here. Get you at your thing here. Your screw here that's holding this on. Unscrew it. Pull it out here a little. Loosen it and then jiggle this free. I'll show you that. Your truck might be different, but this is a 1989 Dodge D350 dually. I just got some new tires on there. I'll do a review on these tires too. So I'm going to take this from Batesville, Mississippi, all the way to the west coast of Las Vegas, Nevada. So stay tuned for that trip. Like and subscribe. So I got this loosened already right here. And all you do is you twist it back and forth. Just like that. And this is so you can get to your oil filter, which is right here. And I have the replacement right here. Got this replacement here from local parts store. There might be other numbers you can use too, but I checked and they said this is fine. So go ahead and compare that to your old one when you buy. All right, so we got the air intake hose off here. Like I said, compare your new oil filter. Not gonna narrate too much of this. I'm gonna try to go fast, but I don't want to be out here. I don't want to be out here all day doing this. I just want to get this done. So compare your new one to your old one. About the right size, right diameter. And then you're gonna want to fill this, obviously. Fill it all the way with oil. Rub some oil around this rubber gasket here to make a good seal. And you might need one of these if it's too difficult to pull, untighten this by hand. Okay, so I'm gonna get underneath here with my wrench right now and my oil pan, and so here's the truck. Here's the front of the truck right here. So in an 89 you go straight down from the middle, come straight down, and literally it's right there. You see that? Right there, little nipple right there. I'll keep going. Straight back. There it is, right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and unloosen that, but if you want it to drain faster, also you might want to come back up top and engine oil fill. You might need a pair of pliers to get this thing loose. I'm gonna try to do it by my hand real quick here. Let's see if I can. Can't do it. That'll work. yep, there it is. Let's see if I can get to it. See if I can do this with just my hands. Nope. Almost. All right, so it's a little tighter than I can do with my hand, so I'm just gonna grab a pair of pliers real quick and be right back. All right, so continuing on the Dodge first gen Cummins 1989 D350, you go ahead and this has been draining for about 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and let this monkey drain real good here, because I did not turn the truck on and let it warm up for a little bit. So, which I should have done. Help your oil drain a little bit faster. It's nice and warm, and change that viscosity to thinners. But that's fine. I'm just gonna let this drain till I get tired of watching this. Go ahead and get yourself a cold drink. Hang out. So it filled this all the way up. So this must be about 2 gallons, because it filled it all the way up to the top. It's about half now, so I'm assuming this is about a 2 gallon pan here. So 3 gallons is going to take this oil. If I'm not wrong, by the other videos they say 3 gallons. So, but we'll see. I'm going to be putting the bolt back in here. Clean that up real good. Clean the opening right here of the hole real good, and then put the oil bolt back in there, and then we'll go back up top here, straight up, like I said, right in the middle, and we'll fill it up right here. And I still need to get this oil filter off here, which I'll get on to now. Alright, so when you're changing your oil filter out on your first gen Cummins, well, in this particular truck it's a 1989, you got your new filter, you got your old one here. This one actually was not so tight on there. I almost didn't need this here, but get yourself one of these oil filter wrenches here. Make it a lot easier on yourself. I just needed this just to get this started. So, and these are super cheap, so make the investment if you really don't want to be stuck here trying to pry this off if it's accidentally over tightened or whatnot. This is a really good tool for like $4 or wherever. So this is nice and undone here. I'm gonna go ahead and unloosen this. Feels nice. Threads feel real good. Nozzle looking under here, pretty good. Almost done. A few more drips, maybe a couple more minutes. Back up here. Go ahead and unscrew this oil filter here. Throw it in with the rest of my. Let's see if I can do this without dropping it. Slow, 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 slow. I'm dripping sweat from my face right now onto my phone. Try not to mess up the camera shot here for everyone. There we go. Real easy like. And just take your time with this. Honestly, this oil change, if you didn't have to videotape it like I am, would probably only take 15 minutes. Most of the time is just waiting for the oil to drain out. So we'll take this in our bucket here. Got my brand new large engine funnel there. I'm gonna have to clean out because I used it to fill my milk jug full of old oil. I'm gonna have to put this in, this old oil, in those new bottles, and I'll go and recycle it. Go ahead and just dump all this shit out here. And nobody wants wants to watch engine oil drain out of an oil filter, but I'll go ahead and examine this later on just for fun. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop now, and I'll get back when I'm filling up the engine, the oil. All right, so when changing your oil filter, it's a good idea to, you know, put them side by side, check their, make sure that, you know, same diameter. It's an easy way to oddball it before you find out it's the wrong size. So here we go. So this part number is, it's an S3976. This was like literally $5 at the parts house for this STP. There's the box right here. The 5,000 miles, whatever. I'm gonna change the oil again once I go from here to Las Vegas, from Batesville, Mississippi to Las Vegas. I'll eventually change it probably another 1,000 mile once I get there, or within after 1,000 miles, just to make sure I got really good oil in. It's worth it, guys. 50 bucks is worth it for your engine to keep good oil in there. So all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up here. All right, got it here. I'm gonna go ahead and take some oil, fill her up, and then of course rub some oil on here. They say old oil is actually better. I don't know why. Do you say use some old oil or new oil? I don't know. I guess you can comment, let me know what you do, but this is how I've done it for ever, since I've been doing my own oil changes. So I'll go ahead and fill this up, fill it up. Set for a second. There it goes. I see it going in there. It's going down slowly. Move it around. When you first pour it in, it looks like it's gonna, I mean, it fills up so fast. So don't pour it in fast, and then as soon as it gets to the top, think it's full, rub this on and throw it on there real quick, because it's only half full right here. So it needs quite a bit more. So just take your time. Keep going here. And it's the top, and it's still going down. Pull a little bit more in. All right, it looks good for now. Still going down quite a bit. So filling this oil filter is probably about a 2-minute job. Still going down, soaking it all up. So I'm just gonna finish filling this to the top here, not to the threads, so that I can, because I still need to slightly bend this when I get it in there. I don't want it to fall all over, get all the oil everywhere. So I'm gonna keep adding it till it's the top here. Put some oil around the seal here, and then put it back in place. All right, so put the oil filter back in place here. Got it topped off with the oil all the way to the top here. Bring it over here. I'm gonna put it right back in place here. Oh shit, or oh crap. Go ahead and get some oil. Put some on the seal here. Alright, should be good. Try not to spill it. I'm just gonna put my camera right here. See if I can catch this stuff for you. That's about as good as I can get, boys and girls. I need my free hand. There you go. See a little tipsy there. Take your time here. Put my hand right underneath. Give it a little pressure up. Start twisting here. There it is. It's set in there. I just gotta gently screw it in. Not crossed it or anything. There we go. It's nice. See that? If you start to feel any tension or metal on metal, just stop, back it out, start over. Don't want to bugger this one up. Just like that. Wipe my hands. And you just want to hand tighten this. So I'm going to use both hands. I'm just going to get it snug because I've done this many times before. Just want to get it to just tight enough. It feels snug but not so tight. It's going to mess your threads up. Okay. Okay. One hand. Okay. That's good. All right. Done. On there solid. Now go ahead and take your hose here, air filler hose. Push this back on, tighten this back up. I'll be right back. All right, oil's all drained out. Here, like I said, go ahead and put it in the old jugs here. I'm gonna put the remainder in these new jugs. The old stuff, I got the drain plug filled. Tighten back up, check your specs. I don't know if it's all different. I tightened mine like I normally tightened it. Hand tightened it, and all I know is right. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do. Look up your specs for your torque. Come back up here, that's done. Now you just fill this up. This one apparently is 3 gallons. And I check my dipstick every gallon, 2 gallons, and then up to 3 I start checking it. When it starts to get upwards of the 3 gallon mark, I start checking it. And that's it. Replace your cap, obviously, and I'll be back.